Ang kwentong ito ay isinulat mismo ng ating bride, kaya bawat salita ay tunay, personal at puno ng pagmamahal. Hayaan po ninyo akong basahin ang kanilang love story mula sa pananaw ng ating napakagandang bride. Ladies and gentlemen, this is their love story told through the eyes of the bride. Every love story begins somewhere. Ours started with a simple jeepney ride. As far as I can remember, the first time we met was on my very first day at work. Then on my second day, we happened to ride the same jeepney again. After that, it felt as if fate kept bringing us together. Even though my pickup point was much farther than yours, we somehow always ended up on the same jeepney every morning. Eventually, I decided to move into a dorm because commuting from home was too exhausting. We no longer rode together every day, but I often caught you looking at me at work. I remember thinking, babaero siguro to, parang ang pakyut. Looking back now, I can't help but laugh because I couldn't have been more wrong. A few weeks later, I went home during my day off. The next morning, February 14, 2017, we found ourselves on the same jeepney once again. I was so embarrassed because I hadn't showered yet and was wearing my house clothes. I even turned away, hoping you wouldn't recognize me, but you did. You sat beside me and started talking. You asked if I had any plans since it was Valentine's Day. I replied, I have work and I'm even working overtime. I don't have time to go out. What I didn't know was that you were already trying to ask for my phone number. I played hard to get, but eventually gave it to you. To make sure it was correct, you even gave me a missed call. When I got off the jeepney to stop by my dorm before work, you got off too. Hatid na kita. You said, that simple gesture left a lasting impression on me. And that night, I finished work at 11 o'clock p.m. I thought you and your friends would have left. So I purposely stayed inside a little longer. But you didn't. You waited for me. Looking back, that was the beginning of your persistence. The same persistence that slowly won my heart. From then on, we had dinner together almost every day after work. Those dinners made me feel less alone. And day by day, our conversations grew longer. Our friendship grew stronger. And before we knew it, friendship had turned into love. We once joked that we would only be friends, but God had a much greater plan than either of us could have imagined. Today, I have the privilege of calling you my husband. Marrying you is one of the best decisions I have ever made. Thank you for being an amazing husband, a responsible father, and a man I can always count on. And as we prepare to welcome our greatest blessing, I fall in love with you even more because I already see the incredible father you are becoming. Sometimes, I think about that ordinary jeepney ride and smile. Because who would have imagined that it would lead me to the greatest love of my life? Our story reminds me that God works in the simplest moments. What seemed like ordinary encounters were actually part of His perfect plan all along. I would still choose the same jeepney, the same journey, and most of all, I would still choose you. At ito ang kwento ng kanilang pag-ibig na ang naging tulay ay ang pampasaherong jeepney.